FourNines, it's your boy Rorschach, and a little bit of news here. I guess a little review, actually. It's habit, sorry. A little review of the 49ers Raiders preseason game. Um, Apologize if my voice sounds a little weird. A little bit under the weather, but moving on. I just got to preface this by saying it's probably one of the funnest preseason games that I've ever witnessed. Um, I just thought it was, yeah, like I said, it was pretty fun. First off, Jordan Mason, ate pretty much every play that he was on, minus one stop, I think, off the top of my head, um, was at least 7 yards. And on top of that, he's explosive. So, like, the Niner O line, the scheme, they would open up some pretty big holes, but he would turn what would be like a 6 or 7 yard gain into a 10 or an 11 yard gain, um, because of his speed and just kind of bulldozing through people. I remember one of them, I thought it would be just like a 7 yard, but he pushed and pushed and turned it into like a 9 yard gain. He had a touchdown as well. He had a total of 42 yards, um, because then they pulled him out. Trent Taylor had 57 yards. Brock Purdy, in the time that he was in, I mean, he had one interception, but that was off a tip. I thought he looked very good compared to the week prior. He was looking like his former self, and it makes more sense because a lot of his starters were out there. He had a long pass to Debo on the sideline, which was a beaut. I think it was like on a rookie corner or something, but still, both a great pass and great catch. He had one to Kittle in the middle with tight coverage. Um, and then, what's the guy's name that took over? Bradley or Bradley? Something like that. Probably should. Or, I'm probably messing up his name. He did all right. Um, I mean, we had a few, you know, we had a pickup fumble, um, but it didn't really turn into anything. We had a few key stops on defense. We had one that was right at the goal line, interception. Mm, I mean, there's not much to say really. Trying to think. The last play was actually pretty hilarious. It was a Hail Mary that was tipped by the Raiders, caught by, I think, Ronnie Bell. And then he ran a little bit, and then he lateraled, and then lateral. Ended up being a forward pass from the QB. Ooh, before I forget, Josh Dobbs had a pretty good game too. Um, he had a nice touchdown thrown in tight coverage. I forgot who caught it. Um, Isaac Girendo. I'm saying it. I know it's like African. It's not. I thought it was like a Latino last name, but it turns out I guess it's an African root. He had a 93-yard punt return that followed, I think, McAllister punt return from the Raiders. So he had a punt return for 7, and then Isaac Girendo had a 93-yard punt return, and then they finished it off with a 3-yard run. I'm scrambling to remember what was what. I mean, overall, it was a lot of fun. I thought consistently it was close. I mean, we were up 10-0, but then after that, it was like, 17-14, 24-21, and then they caught up at the very last minute. Um, yeah, overall, one of the funnest preseason games I've ever witnessed. Okay, bye.
Hey, look, you just finished that episode of the FourNines. Here's a video to the left of my icon for such and such video, or you could check out this one on the right for such and such video. Wow, crazy. Or you can go ahead and subscribe if you want to.